A powerhouse in schoolboy football, Jamaica College want to reclaim the ISSA Manning Cup title, but the path to glory is rarely ever without obstacles. The Dark Blues are coming off a 7-2 win over Edith Dalton and face a Greater Portmore team who had a 1-1 draw in their last outing against Spanish Town High. It's the second match of a doubleheader at Jamaica College, Wednesday at 4:30 p.m, and you can see it happen on CVM TV, CVMTV.com, and CVM TV on YouTube. The curtain raiser will feature Vauxhall and Spanish Town with kickoff at 2 p.m. It's live, it's a schoolboy football action on CVM, CVMTV.com, and CVM TV on YouTube. JC versus Greater Portmore at 4:30 p.m. and before that, Spanish Town take on Vauxhall High at 2 p.m. in a doubleheader from Jamaica College this Wednesday, September 17.
All right, welcome back to the sunny side of morning television. I'm Jordan Fort. The schoolboy football season is heating up, and CVM has all the action covered, of course. Today's doubleheader takes us to Jamaica College, where Spanish Town faces Vauxhall at 2 p.m, followed by the home team, JC, squaring off with Greater Portmore starting at 4:30 p.m. And, you know, we're into the exciting part of the morning. Tammy and IT really wanted to do this, but they couldn't because this is too exciting for them. They did the boring stuff. This morning, I'm joined by football coach and analyst Daniel Bent to talk about some of what we're going to expect from schoolboy football, and in particular, the matches today. All right, welcome to Sunrise, Daniel. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, man, thank you for having me.
All right, so Jamaica College versus Greater Portmore. JC, of course, being the big side. 4:30 p.m. kickoff, Ashenaim Stadium at Jamaica College. They're the home team. Yeah. I haven't seen JC yet so far this season. I know you have tabs on Jamaica College. How are they looking?
Jamaica College for this season should be just about there. It is the first time in 12 years, so second time in 12 years that Jamaica College would have not won the Manning Cup. But this season, they have some experienced players. Jabari Howell playing his third season. Dwayne Berger, who's a national under 15 player, plays also Premier League for Waterhouse. He scored a hat-trick on Saturday. So Jamaica College should be ready for this game.
You know, I saw KC, they're the reigning champions, of course, and I know they come back with a high-powered team. And the question is it KC or JC as the favourites for Manning Cup this season? What are your insights telling you?
Based on the fact that Kingston College is defending champion, as you said, it's almost even because both teams have quality players all over the park, and they also have depth. I saw Kingston College play ISSA yesterday evening. They left it late in the second half to win 2-0. So they're just basically warming up the engine for what should be an exciting schoolboy football season. Right.
And JC, with their coach, Davian Ferguson, they have a particular style of play. Is that the same kind of modus operandi for them this season?
Yes, I don't think it would change because over the years it would have given him success. Yes, I mentioned last season they did not win any trophy. It's really rare for Jamaica College. They play in a build-up phase, a 3-2-5. So the 3 centre-backs, 1 wing-backs comes in, invert, and they have 5 persons attacking. They tend to exploit the wide spacing. They normally have fast wingers, so I don't expect that to change. They play a high line. So if I was Greater Portmore, I would say play a low back, try to hit JC on the counter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you mentioned what Greater Portmore should be thinking. I mean, realistically, what are we thinking in terms of what should we expect? Is it going to be a one-way street for JC? I mean, how much resistance would we expect from Greater Portmore, especially based on history, the history of the two teams?
Well, history, we would say that they would have lost embarrassingly against Jamaica College the last time they played in 2019, 10-0 at Royal Lakes, 5-0 at the JC Stadium with a super team then. So for Greater Portmore, coming from a 1-1 draw against Spanish Town, they should have some level of confidence. Yes, JC is not all supreme this season because they would have conceded against St. Mary's College, which I wouldn't expect them to do. But the first 15 minutes of this game today will determine the outcome of the game. So if they can hold out, as they may say in Jamaican terms, without conceding, then it should be an interesting game.
All right, we've talked a lot about JC. Of course, Vauxhall taking on Spanish Town. I don't think most people know about this Vauxhall team, but you've been telling me off camera that they are very talented.
Yeah, man. The injection of Kai Butler there starting his journey as the head coach. He has brought a freshness to the Vauxhall community. They would have won the East Kingston Derby against Camperdown High School 2-1. They have a plethora of young but experienced players. Codlin, who is now the head coach at St. Jacob High School, would have done an excellent job as it relates to building that foundation. And they've got the spine of Vauxhall's team, Javier Coking Glol, their captain, Omarion Gentles, their pivot in midfield, Daniel Walker, who I think is one of the best midfielders, defensive midfielders in schoolboy football.
Is that right?
Yeah. Today we'll show.
Yeah.
Because I would have seen them not only on the training pitch, but in tournaments, because they went to the quarterfinals in the Addy Cup, and they would have won a trophy against Woolmers. So this Vauxhall team is a team that if you don't show up and they show up on their best day, they can cause you problems.
Those are the names. I should repeat those names because I've been looking out for those names. You know, tell me the names again.
So Javier Koke in goal, Omarion Gentles as captain. Number 4, Daniel Walker, who's the number 6 in midfield. Daniel Walker,
you say you think is one of the best, or if not the best,
one of
central midfielders in the competition?
One of.
Okay.
One of, I would say. Also, Richardo Walker, who scored in the East Kingston Derby, and their pivot, number 9, Lafayne Clark.
Yeah? Yeah. Look, what style do they play? Are they an attacking team? Do they hit you on the counter?
Based on their coach's way of playing when he was a player and still a player, is a ball playing team. So they will try to play the ball through the lines to affect change in the game. They're a forward-thinking team. They always want to attack, but defensively they're very compact, very hard to break down. So it should be an interesting game. Very interesting game.
Again, though, Spanish Town, what are we looking at from them? Is it that we think that they can provide some resistance, or are we expecting one-way traffic from Vauxhall?
Spanish Town is a tricky team, you know. They would have not played in schoolboy football in 2023, but they came back last year. So I'm thinking that they're somewhat on the rebuilding stage, but they do have a little diamond in their army, young Kevon Ains, their captain and number 8, who scored actually in the time added on in the derby against Greater Portmore. So I would say, in my own bet, not because Kyle is my friend, but Vauxhall should have the upper hand in this game.
You have any predictions?
Predictions, if putting me on the spot, not a problem. So I'm looking at Vauxhall 3-0. That's my prediction. Vauxhall
3-0, and prediction for JC Greater Portmore?
Well, I don't want my friends to be unhappy with me. I want to be very nice. Probably, let us say 5. 5-0 in favor of Jamaica College.
And that's being nice.
That's being nice.
Well, you did say it was 15-0 in favor of Jamaica College last time.
Yes,
the two teams met. But as you said, that's a completely different team, right?
Completely different team, because that 2019 team would have had Shani Thomas, Duncan McKenzie, Nikashe Murray, young Daniel Russell, who would have made a trip from Omo Technical to Jamaica College, Philan Lawrence, who plays for Harborview. So, I mean, that team, in comparison to the team now, is a totally different team. In my mind, probably a stronger team, 2019 compared to now.
Yeah, indeed. But still Jamaica College, and still we expect a lot from them.
Is still there. And knowing the sporting director, Mr. Forbes, I know that based on the hiccup that they would have had last year, they would have done their homework to ensure that they have a proper unit for this season.
Yeah, well, I hope he did it before, because he's now in Tokyo with the Jamaica track and field team. But many thanks to Coach Bent for that insight. Many thanks for joining us on the program today. Just to remind you, it's a doubleheader happening today. Of course, Spanish Town taking on Vauxhall at 2 p.m. Then it's Jamaica College hosting Greater Portmore at 4:30. And you can catch all the action live and exclusive right here on CVM TV. We're also on CVMTV.com and on CVM TV on YouTube. You don't want to miss it. We're going to take a break before wrapping things up on the flip side with the boring Tammy and IT. Be a flag pan vehicle, looking at the crowd, bus load of supporters from school and community too. People nothing at distance, some a listen pan radio, but some a watch it on TV too. Country and town unite for one reason. A war of attrition is at hand. ISSA, schoolboy football.